and welcome back to the final part of our zombies ranking tier list thing. I don't know. But in the last video you watched, we did Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4. And in this video, we're going to be wrapping up with Cold War and Black Ops 6. So let's get straight into this, starting with Die Maschine. Die Maschine is the first map that was released with Cold War. And I think everybody likes Die Maschine, myself included. I've beaten Die Maschine's Easter egg quite a bit. And Die Maschine went back to the classic perk system from years past, like pre-Black Ops 4, but with some caveat, but with some changes. You can upgrade certain aspects about your soldier now, but we're not gonna get into that. The wonder weapon of this map is the die machine, which of course fits the name of the map. Die Maschine, die machine, you get it. And the boss fight on this map really isn't all that challenging. I've done round 40 boss fight. I did a round 40 boss fight, but then again, I'm literally a super soldier that literally cannot die, so technically that's not really fair, to be honest with you. Die Maschine is a reimagining of Not Darn Totem with just a bunker, with just a whole underground bunker added on top of, underneath the whole, like the original Not Darn Totem. It's literally 1-to-1, just different. Die Maschine to me is a pretty decent map. I'm gonna put it at the very top of B, kind of edging A, but not A, okay? Alright, Firebase Z. Firebase Z is the second map from Cold War, and this map it's like I don't know how to describe Firebase Z. It's not a bad map, but whenever I've gone back to Firebase Z, I just get sad. Well, that has to do with like the Easter egg, of course. The Easter egg on Die Maschine on Firebase Z isn't all that bad. It's not bad until you get to the mimic stuff. When you get to the mimic steps. The one mimic step in particular is where you have to capture a mimic to get a key card. To get like 3 key cards to like unlock a lab or something like that. I don't remember. Maybe it's like a lock or something, I don't know. That step could take you 5 minutes, maybe 1 round, or 10, 15, 20. That step is always random, and then don't even get me started on the fake canister, on the canister step. I mean, okay, then again, the canister step isn't all that bad though. It's just the mimic of keycard steps. That's the bad part about it. The one weapon of this map is the Ray K, which is a literal AK. It's a literal ray gun AK. It's a cool ray gun. It's just a cool wonder weapon, but from what I've heard, it got nerfed. It was like much stronger at launch, but it got nerfed. But again, it's a pretty solid wonder weapon. Not my favorite though. Not my favorite wonder weapon, of course. For me, Firebase Z, it's an okay map, but it's not a map I immediately think about when I hop on Cold War, but I just want to play Cold War. Nah. To me, Cold War needs to be Firebase Z. It sits right here in C tier above Blood of the Dead. I'd still rather play Firebase Z over Blood of the Dead, to be honest with you, even though Blood of the Dead story is much better than Firebase Z's. Just gonna say that now. Blood of the Dead story is much better, but gameplay wise, I would take Firebase Z any day of the week. Alright, now, Outbreak. Outbreak is, the open zombies map. You basically go until you get tired. Outbreak, people are torn on Outbreak because there are rumors right now that Outbreak is coming back to Black Ops 7, and a lot of people are torn on that. Mostly zombies fans, that is. Outbreak, to me, it also sits in C tier right behind. It sits in C tier right behind Firebase Z. It's cool. It also has two Easter eggs and 2 boss fights for you to complete. One of the Easter eggs will lead into the next map we're going to talk about. But other than that, I don't really play Outbreak all that much. Literally, I don't. I don't play Cold, but I don't play Outbreak all that much, to be honest with you. It's unfortunate, but I mean, what are you gonna do? Alright, Mauer der Toten. Mauer Der Toten is map pack number 3. It's map number 3 of Cold War. I like Mauer. I like the aesthetics. I like the atmosphere, the map design, the boss Valentina boss fight. The Easter egg is cool, and the Cerberus wonder weapon, easily my favorite wonder weapon. One of my favorite wonder weapons of Cold War. Hands down, no contest. For me, Mauer immediately gets put into A tier just because I love this map. And even though I died to the Valentina boss fight a good few times before I finally beat it, I had a ton of fun. I enjoy coming. I don't go back to Cold War all that much, but when I do, I look forward to playing Mauer Der Toten. I tell you that much. Funny enough, I still know the Easter egg steps to this day, and I haven't played that map in over, I want to say, a year. I think last time I played was 2024, I believe. Alright, moving on. Okay, Forsaken. Forsaken is the final map in Black Ops Cold War. And this map is, and of course, all these maps minus Die Maschine are pulled, well, minus Die Maschine and Mauer are pulled from the campaign. Forsaken is pulled directly from the campaign. This is a very small zombies map. There's not much in the way of flow in this map. The Easter egg's not that challenging. The boss fight is piss easy. And the wonder weapon of this map is the Crystal Axe. The Crystal Axe doubles as both a melee weapon and a sort of SMG. Now, the Crystal Axe has an added ability of which you can heal yourself. You can heal yourself with each swing, which is pretty cool though. I still prefer Mauer's Cerberus, though that's just me. To me, Forsaken isn't a bad map. It's just another map that just exists. So I put it here. I'm putting it here above Firebase Z and C tier just because the Crystal Axe I think is better than the AK. That's just me. And I would take Forsaken's easy Easter egg over having to deal with the mimic step of Firebase Z any day of the week. Okay, that was Cold War. Pretty short, pretty sweet. Now we have the final game of our series, Black Ops 6. Let's dive into it, okay? Starting with Terminus. Terminus is it's not the first map, obviously. It's it's the second map on this. Liberty Falls, the first one, which we're gonna talk about later, but this map is the more important map. This map houses our main characters, Weaver, Carver, Gray, and then newcomer Maya, whom we still don't know nothing about. Terminus is an interesting map. It's an island map, but you can explore you can explore around on boats and whatnot. If you ever played like Zetsubo and whatnot, the island will give you that. The island has a Zetsubo no Shima type of feeling, and I never played Zetsubo. I've only seen videos of people speedrunning it, so that's why I think about it. The wonder weapon on this map is, of course, the Beam Smasher, and it's a pretty cool wonder weapon. It's not the best wonder weapon. I mean, it does damage when you pack a punch at level 3, but I just think that the ray gun shines better in my opinion. Or better. The weapons you spawn with are probably much better. That and kill streaks. I should have mentioned back at Cold War that kill streaks were also introduced in zombies in that game, but I'll mention it here just because it's the same system. Basically, BO6 Zombies works the same way as Cold War, except instead of upgrades, instead of getting upgrade like materials to upgrade your perks and whatnot, you upgrade your perks by researching augments, which we could talk about in a whole different video with perks and whatnot. So for Terminus, I don't go back to Terminus all that much. I beat the Easter egg once, and I think that's about it. I beat the Easter egg once. It's a pretty cool map. I'm gonna put it at the tippy top of B tier. It just barely misses out on 8 because I don't think about it. I don't go back to Terminus all that much. I really don't. I literally do not go back. I beat that map once and I just have not gone back to it. Okay, Liberty Falls. This map I know like the back of my hand. This map is basically the Zombies Camel Grind map. So Liberty Falls is the first map of Black Ops 6 because it takes place before the events of Black Ops of Terminus, of course. In this map, you are Janice Rap. You are a response team that just has to contain the threat here in Liberty Falls. This map introduces you to the core mechanics of BO6 zombies. We have classic perks. Jug's back. Jug is back. All the perks you know are back. And over the past couple seasons, we've had some new perks added, like Vault Raid. Double Tap came back recently. Vault Raid came. I think I already said Vault Raid. I think I already said Vault Raid. But regardless, I'm getting off topic here. Liberty Falls is a pretty good map. It's a pretty solid survival map. It's the best survival map we've had in a while. And the Easter egg is very simple, very easy, and it's very easy. I've beaten this Easter egg. I can't even count on my hands how many times I've beaten the Liberty Falls Easter egg. I can't even count on my hands. Okay, also, mind you, all the BO6 Easter eggs I've beaten have been done on directed. I do not have enough patience or interest to do any of these maps outside of directed. The only one I did outside directed was this map here. Oh, by the way, Liberty Falls also sits in the B tier in front of Terminus because I like Liberty Falls a little bit more than Terminus. Okay, Citadel de Mort is up next, and this map is immediately going at the bottom of A tier. It would be the top of A tier if they didn't nerf the cantations. I'll explain that in a second. But Citadel de Mort takes place in an abandoned castle. The wonder weapon of this, or wonder weapons in this map, are reminiscent of the staffs from Origins or the bows from the Horizon Drop. Or take it even a step further, the gauntlets and stuff from Ancient Evil and Black Ops 4. You have 4 different swords. You have a lightning sword, a fire sword, a sword that fires holy light, and a sword that literally banishes people to a dark dimension. Yeah, I know. It's wild. And the Easter egg's really not that bad. They're really not that bad. And this map was pretty good for camo grinding for a bit though. I managed to get all my special camos and a gold camo on this map. And I literally was excited to do this map for what's that thing called? Afterlife? I was really excited for Afterlife. But then they nerfed the cantations because just real quick before we get onto the other two maps. Real quick, the cantation steps on this map, originally when the map first came out, they would spawn infinite zombies and you could farm them for hella camo progression. Say for Afterlife, you need to get 20 kills without taking damage. If you do the light cantation step over by Vault Raid, that would have been an easy Afterlife. But however, they nerfed it. And people wound up going back to Liberty Falls. So there's to that. But other than that, Citadel de Mort, pretty cool map. I love the Guardian boss fight. It's the Guardian boss fight is really cool. Really cool boss fight. I really do enjoy it. So Citadel de Mort sits at the bottom of A tier. I still like Mauer, 9, Buried, Call of the Dead, and Origins from Black Ops 3 a lot more. Actually, now I think about it. Nah. Citadel de Mort sits at the bottom of A tier for now. Okay, The Tomb. The Tomb I didn't really like as much. The Tomb is a really small map. It's a really small map. The wonder weapon of this map is the Ice Staff from Origins, but not as good. It's not as good though. I mean, it kills zombies. When you upgrade it, it goes, but it doesn't feel as graceful as the BO2 one, as like the Origins version. The Tomb to me is a really forgettable map. And I died quite a bit on the directed cut. I died quite a bit on this map, even in directed, just because learning this map and the Easter egg steps and like, you know, having to light the certain lanterns and whatnot in a specific order and shoot them in a specific order, that's obnoxious. The tomb, unfortunately, is gonna sit at the. Here's a question: do I? Nah, I'll still put it in front of Dead of the Night. I'd rather play. I'd still play the tomb over Dead of the Night, but I'd play Blood of the Dead over the tomb. Even but that's just me. And here we have the final map, the final normal map as of right now for Black Ops 6, and that is Shattered Vale. This map takes place back over by Liberty Falls, but in the mountain area. But in like the mountain area where there's a mansion, the wonder weapons of this map are both the ray gun Mark II and the Wonder Waff. And the boss fight is a undead zombie T-Rex. I'm not joking. That is literally, you are fighting a zombie T-Rex. I am not joking when I say that. The new perk on this map is, of course, Double Tap, as I mentioned earlier. I mentioned earlier how Double Tap came back at BO6. That's what I mean. Overall, Shattered Vale is not a bad map. It's not a bad map. But thinking about it now, I don't remember anything from that map. I beat that map a few months ago. I don't remember anything. The only thing I remember is that for certain steps of the Easter egg, especially to upgrade the ray gun, you have to hop through paintings and complete lockdown steps. That's all I remember. Oh, and that valve step. That valve step took me a bit to figure out, but once I figured it out, it was like a slap yourself in the forehead at that moment. That, oh, okay. Overall, Shattered Vale is good. It's a pretty decent map. I'm gonna put it in B tier behind Terminus and Liberty Falls because these three maps kind of feel the same. But these three maps, they're good, but I still like Citadel more. I like Citadel Day more, a whole lot more. Alright, and to quickly wrap up this list, because we have 3 things we're talking about. We have Dead Ops Arcade. Dead Ops Arcade 1, I'm gonna put, you know what, nah, we're not gonna talk about those, so we'll just quietly put over here. I don't have much to say about Dead Ops Arcade. I played them, but not as much as I should. Alright, finally done. I'm pretty happy with this list. Oh, I apologize for yapping for 3 videos straight. I just felt like I had to get my thoughts out or not. But if you made it to the end of video 3, I thank you for watching. And again, I apologize for yapping. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Speaking of perks, I'll see you guys in the video.